Hello guys, and welcome again to another week. We're going to be analyzing the charts as always, and we're looking at the gold charts. Now last week was a good one, and like always our analysis are usually spot on. When we share with you our thoughts on the charts, we're usually correct most of the time. So this new week, what are we looking out for? Now gold is still definitely overall bullish, but like I've been saying for some time now, that gold has gotten to a point where we're most likely going to be seeing gold consolidating for a while, and it's going to be moving within a certain range, right? So let's start from the higher time frame so we can do the top-down analysis and see what we're going to be looking out for. Let's go to the monthly. So this is the monthly charts, and as you can see on the monthly charts, we can see this consolidation happening here, right? You can see this indecision candle over here. Right after this indecision candle on the monthly, we saw this other candle right over here, right? This green bar over green candle right over here with a long rejection, right? And now in this current month, we can see gold is pushing up. So what's happening here? Already we said gold is most likely going to be consolidating within this area. Now I just want you to understand this. Don't get carried away by the lines, all right? Just look at this box. Gold is most likely going to be consolidating within this box for some time. So we might see gold moving within that box for a while. So in this new month, what should we be looking out for in this new week rather? Let me hide this. So let's first of all, in this new month, I'm looking for price to mostly try to fill up this previous month's week, right? I'm looking for price to go up and fill up this week, and if price does that, um we might be seeing a rejection from right here down again. All right, and as you can see, there's no bottom week yet in this month, right? So I'm still expecting price to come back down at least to this point. So we should be expecting price to come back down to somewhere around 3254 level or 3260 level, right? And then we might start seeing rejections from there upwards again. So even though we're seeing a push up already, it's possible that we're going to see a rejection from around the zone 3434 level, and we might see price pushing down. When price gets there, we might see price pushing down, or price might even push down in this week, come down into the zone, and then we can see rejections from buying from this 3250 3260 level. And like I've been saying, gold could actually even drop even lower, right? Because this year has significantly moved up already before gold has significantly moved up already within the first 6 months of the year. So we might start seeing gold relaxing a little, and then gold might drop down significantly to even the 50% level of the overall move that gold has moved up already. So let me bring this up back. So like we said, this is the box we're looking for. We might be seeing consolidations happening around this whole range. When we go to a lower time frame, we'll see things better. There's nothing really much here to say now. um as you can see, this was the 50% level that we marked out for the entire move up for the first half of the year, and this is the 76.4 level, right? So gold could actually even drop into that level, right? So that's very possible, but we've not yet seen any red bearish candle printed on the monthly yet. All right, so once we see that, then we know that okay, gold might really drop. So let's see how this month is going to close, the month of July. We just need to wait and see how the month is going to close, but while we're waiting, we're going to be looking for either buying or selling opportunities, right? Because right now, even though we know that overall gold is generally bullish, we might be seeing selling opportunities within this consolidation area, right? So we might be seeing that. So let's go to the weekly. Let's see what it's looking like. All right, so on the weekly, um we can see this last bullish candle that got printed, and what should we look out for here now? Like I've been saying, we're still within this whole box, right? So if price pushes up, now in this new week, we can see price pushing up, right? So we might be seeing gold drop down, and then we might see price come back up again. So one of these two things can either happen, right? We could just see price start pushing up and go up into this area, right? If that happens, then we might see rejections again downwards. That's very possible. But mind you, gold is generally bullish. So if price pushes up from there, price could also as well break it and even push higher. But I'm not really seeing that happen yet. But because gold is generally bullish, we should also be mostly looking for buying opportunities. So we should be waiting for price to come down to a key area where we could buy from. Now, if you bought from around this zone, because we spoke about this level already before, that gold will most likely reject from here. You can see gold rejected from that zone. And then also this other zone that we marked out over here, gold failed to go lower. So gold could still drop. So in this new week, we could see gold just drop, or we could see gold push up significantly. We just need to know where to look for the buys. I think when we go to a lower time frame, we'll know what levels that we could actually, we'll see things better, because I think there's something we're going to see on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, that's going to make things much clearer. Because right here now on the weekly, we can't really do much, right? Now we could say yes, we're going to majorly just focus on looking for buys, which is very possible. Now if you want to look for buys, what you're going to do is you're going to wait for price to push down to at least the 50% level of this particular candle, right? Which is going to be somewhere around here, 3307 level, right? So if price gets down to that level, you could buy from there. And as you can see, that's also a key area, right? So price could reject from there. Let me put that level there so we see this level. But let me get exact point. Okay, so correct. It's about the same. Yep. And the 76.4 level for this week is just right at this bottom right here. So it makes sense, right? It makes sense. Let's just leave those levels there, so when we go lower we'll see them. So if price gets down into the zone, we could buy from here. And if price gets down into the zone, we could also look for buying opportunities from here as well. But mind you, if price pushes down, gold could also as well tank lower. That's very possible, right? That's also very possible. But gold is overall bullish, so we should also be majorly looking for buys. Let's go to the daily. Let's see what things are looking like there. Because right now, I would like to remove this. This was for the previous week candle that we marked out. Since we've already seen what's happening. Okay, so as you can see, and this is why I said gold could also drop. Looking at the daily, you can see this massive bearish engulfing candle that we have right over here, right? And price has gone up into the 50% level and now began to reject. So we could see gold actually drop. And looking at the way the weekly candle formed, gold could actually drop back down to this low here, right, and even go lower. We don't know. We can't be certain, and I can't actually be certain right now with the way the charts are looking. But I think we should still majorly focus on looking for the buys. Like I said, if price gets down to this level, 3305 or 3276 level, then we could look for buying opportunities from there. But then let's go to the 4 hour. I think there's something there because this daily is still looking. We're just at the middle here right now, and there's nothing yet. We could just wait for buying opportunities from these levels and then we go in. Let's go down to the 4 hour. There's something I think I saw there. Now looking at the way the 4 hour has formed, we can see multiple heads and shoulders here, right? We could see an inverse heads and shoulders forming like this, and we could also see a normal heads and shoulders, right, forming like this. Let me draw that so you see that. We could see a heads and shoulders forming right here. So price could drop, okay, and we could look for buying opportunities from around here. But you can see this 4 hour bullish engulfing candle that is forming that formed right over here too as well. So that's one scenario. And one could also say this is an inverse heads and shoulders that has formed like this. Okay, so price could actually push higher too as well. So right now, this is what I think. This is what I'm saying. Where's the rectangle candle? So price is within this area, and we need to wait and see what price does. If price breaks above this box, then we know that, where's the drawing tool? Now if price goes and breaks above, okay, we know that price will most likely come down again, and then we'll see an opportunity to buy, and then we can buy the market up into that zone we spoke about, right? I think it's this level. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So if price breaks above this box, we could wait for price to retrace back down, and then we'll see an opportunity to buy at least into this zone and watch what happens if price would break higher or not. So we could buy if price breaks above this level. Now if the gold chart, if gold decides to break lower, then we could now wait for price to retrace back up, and then we could sell gold, right, down there. So one of these two is going to happen, right? Well, we could see a selling opportunity present itself, and we could see a buying opportunity present itself. So we just need to wait and see what price does. But overall, like we say, gold is generally bullish. Okay, and even if we sell the charts, if gold gives us an opportunity to sell, we'll take our sales. But once we get into profit, we have to lock in, because gold could just push up all of a sudden. All right, and besides, so I think that's just it. That's just it. I don't really have much, because this is looking very dicey. You need to really know what you're doing if you want to trade the charts this period. You need to really know what you're doing. So that's just what I think. But overall, we're going to stick to looking for majorly buys. All right, overall, we're going to stick to looking for majorly buys. So let's just wait. If price comes down into these levels, then we could look for buying opportunities if they present itself. All right, whichever one presents itself first, then we'll take it. If gold gives us selling opportunities and they present itself, we're going to also take it. Mind you, we're already in on a sell trade just right before NFP. We also took some buys. We took some buys also before that day of the news, but got stopped out at break even. What was the NFP news? All right, yeah. So we took some buys somewhere around here. I took some buys somewhere around here, I think. Somewhere around here. I took some buys somewhere around here. Was watching to see what would happen with price when came back down, took us at break even, right? Especially when I knew that price wouldn't go above this. I think I posted it too as well. I said price might not go above this level because of what I was seeing there, and price didn't go above that level. So secured and came out. Then when I started seeing this, I knew that price was about to drop, because it gave us another opportunity for a sell. So I got in on a sell somewhere around here, just right before the news. I got in on a sell somewhere around there, I think, just right before the NFP news, and we held it. We're still in it. Price seems to be going up now, so who knows, we might get stopped out at break even again. So let's just see how it goes. Let's just see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So that's it, guys. So nothing really much to say about this week. Nothing really much to say, and it's the season we're in, right? It's the period we're in. That's what's happening. So you don't force any trade. Wait for the opportunities. Now, whenever we give you levels that you should mark out, And we say, oh, when price gets into this level, you buy there. When price gets into this level, you look for buying opportunities. Now, you don't just jump in on a trade. I always say this a lot. When you mark out your levels and price gets into your levels, don't just go in for a buy. Don't just go in for a sell. Most times, there are certain conditions or scenarios where you just go in, right? If based on your strategy and everything. But a lot of times I wait for certain rejections, all right, and once I start seeing those rejections, that's when I now get into the trades. All right, so I won't just jump in on a trade just because I said, oh, at this level price is going to go up. No, I'm going to wait and see, if I'm going to see the rejections that I'm looking out for. All right, so that's that, guys. That's that. Let's see how next week is going to go. Let me check the weekly charts again. Let's see how next week is going to go. If gold is going to push up to this level, definitely it's going to present us with an opportunity for buying. Price is going to come down lower somewhere into the zone or in the 50% level. We're going to see the opportunity and we're going to be able to take it, right? But if gold wants to drop lower, it's also going to present the opportunity for us somewhere around this top, where gold is currently at the top at this current week, right? Last week's candle, gold is going to present the opportunity for us right there, and we're going to also take it and then take the price down. I just hope you guys understand what I'm saying, because this can be quite complicated sometimes to some people, but it's quite simple, right? It's quite simple. It's quite simple. Do I need to say that again? Say it again. This is a weekly chart, right? So if gold is going to drop, we're going to see an opportunity present itself at this very top here. We're going to see an opportunity present itself at that very top. At this very top. If gold is going to buy, sorry, if gold is going to buy, then we're going to see gold come down somewhere around here and give us an opportunity around here to push up high, right? So whichever the case may whatever gold wants to do, we're going to see the opportunity and we're going to take it. So that's that for this analysis. Hope you guys have an amazing trading week. Peace out, guys.